The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that the latest developments are making the atmosphere in Los Angeles more tense than ever. Finn's life suddenly falls into chaos when secrets, rumors, and harsh truths surround him, pushing the whole family into a dramatic spiral. Every character is in a state of confusion, but perhaps the most shocked and painful is Steffi. Here's a detailed and expanded look at these shocking events. Right now, Finn is pushed into the light of public opinion. Everyone is talking about how he crossed the line with his own aunt. This scandal is not just a rumor, but also attached with more shocking information that he is very likely Luna's father. Because of that, the confusion on Finn's face is more obvious than ever. Finn is known as a reputable doctor, a devoted husband. Now, all respect for him suddenly shook violently when this dark past was exposed. Relatives and friends all looked at Finn with suspicion. Steffi in particular was not only heartbroken, but also felt betrayed, because she never thought Finn would have such a terrible secret. Facing the gossip and undeniable truth, Steffi was probably the one who suffered the most. To Steffi, Finn was always an exemplary man who always put his family first. Now she had to face the fact that he had crossed the line with her own aunt. This was not only an emotional shock, but also made Steffi doubt everything related to her marriage. While everyone was criticizing Finn, Steffi had to ask herself, can she continue to trust and live with a man with such a complicated past? She felt stuck, wanting to hear an explanation, but unable to get rid of this great pain. Not willing to be labeled as a traitor and unwilling father of Luna, Finn urgently sought a way to prove that he was not the child's father. Finn immediately thought of a DNA test, which would prove that he still believed there was some mistake or injustice in the rumors. As soon as he determined that Luna was in custody, Finn decided to go straight to the prison to get a test sample, believing that the results would free him from the charges. However, things were not as simple as he thought. When he arrived, Finn was shocked to learn that Luna had been released from prison on bail. Questions immediately rushed through his mind. Who bailed her out? Where's Luna now? Is there someone behind the scenes pulling the strings? Despite having to enter an ethical, gray area, Finn was still willing to bribe the police in prison to get information. Perhaps, in a situation where he was wrongly accused, Finn was not afraid of anything to find out the truth. The news about Bill surprised Finn. Bill, a big businessman who was willing to intervene in any power play, was the one who bailed Luna out. What reason did Bill have to intervene in a matter that had nothing to do with him? This question made Finn even more confused and decided to confront Bill. As soon as he learned that Bill was Luna's benefactor, Finn rushed to find him. He did not hesitate to express his anger and pressure. Finn wanted Bill to bring Luna out so he could conduct a DNA test to clarify the matter. However, Bill flatly refused and seemed to be hiding something. Bill was worried that his family would know that he had saved a murderer from prison. Whatever the reason, Bill did not want to fall into this scandal. Between his reputation for power and his family's safety, Bill considered carefully before letting Finn meet Luna. The tension between the two men reached its peak. The words exchanged became harsh, and they could no longer keep calm. Finn, who was under too much pressure, lost control and started fighting with Bill, insisting on seeing Luna. Bill, despite his business experience, could not hold out for long against Finn's wrath. During the fight, Bill collapsed on the floor, both out of surprise and because Finn's anger was too great. That scene made everything even more chaotic. Finn seemed to have forgotten all reason, with only one goal, to find Luna to prove his innocence. Taking advantage of Bill's helplessness, Finn quickly entered the room where he suspected Luna was hiding. As expected, Luna was there, wearing a tracking bracelet on her leg. Finn was both happy to have found her and urgent, because he understood that this was the only chance to get a sample. Not wanting Luna to react in time, Finn bluntly asked her to give him a hair sample. To Luna's surprise, he almost forced her hair and immediately left, taking the sample to the hospital for testing. After many days of struggling with suspicion, rumors, and nightmares, Finn finally held the test results in his hands. However, instead of breathing a sigh of relief, he was plunged into terrible shock. The DNA results confirmed that he was indeed the father of this young girl, and all the fragile hope that he was not involved completely collapsed. In that moment, Finn realized that his life had officially turned a new, dark page. What he had tried to deny and avoid had now become an undeniable truth. Steffi's image, his family's trust, his reputation are all on the brink of collapse. As secrets are gradually revealed, Finn has no way back. Not only does he have to face Steffi's anger, but he also has to deal with the mess related to Luna and his family. Bill may also have to explain why he bailed Luna out while he himself is afraid of the scandal spreading. The situation of both families becomes extremely complicated. What role does Luna play in Finn's life? Will the murder case be reopened? How will Steffi choose to face this bitter truth? Bill may turn his back on Finn when everything falls apart. Both families, relationships in the company, and even mutual friends may be seriously disrupted. Clearly, there are still storms waiting ahead. In short, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers shows a series of dramatic and tense developments. Finn, a man who seemed to be strong and rational, is caught up in a spiral of guilt facing love crimes and shocking secrets. Steffi, a woman who seemed to have a beautiful marriage, now has to face a heartbreaking truth. Bill, a man with a reputation for power, reveals his fear and selfish calculations when he secretly bails out Luna. All of this paints a chaotic picture where every small decision can ignite a new dramatic bomb. The question is, who will pay the highest price, and can everything be saved before it's too late? Surely, the audience will continue to be caught up in the next developments of this thrilling film. After the shock of being Luna's father and the betrayal from Steffi, Finn has been pushed into an extremely unstable mental state. While trying to solve everything, Finn did not expect that Poppy, the person he once trusted and loved, was the main factor causing these serious troubles. Poppy returns to Finn's life with unclear intentions. She seems to intend to disrupt Finn and Steffi's marriage, putting him in a difficult and stressful situation. The evil blood of Sheila, a mysterious and powerful figure, seems to be flowing through Finn's veins. Sheila, who had a complicated relationship with Finn, left him with a haunting and dangerous legacy that makes Finn easily agitated and lose control. Finn, under the pressure of complicated situations, cannot bear it any longer when Poppy continues to cause trouble. Anger and feelings of betrayal push Finn into a state of loss of control, forcing him to confront Poppy directly. During a tense night, Finn decides to confront Poppy. He does not hesitate to approach her and begins to question Poppy's actions, what she did, and why she did all this. The emotions are so overwhelming that Finn cannot control himself. In a fit of rage, he attacked Poppy, stabbing her multiple times in the abdomen. These stabs were not just the actions of a spontaneous person, but also an expression of the frustration and pain Finn was carrying. Finn's murder was not only a personal mistake, but also opened a new dark chapter in his life. Rumors of Poppy's death quickly spread throughout the community, putting Finn's reputation and career in serious danger. People began to doubt his character and innocence, especially Steffi, who Finn knew would never forgive him. After committing this brutal act, Finn was haunted by guilt and remorse. However, instead of turning himself in, he chose to leave town in an attempt to end the troubles he had suffered. This hiding only made the situation more complicated, as he had to face the long-term consequences of his actions. As everything is falling apart around him, Finn decides to leave town to find a way to free himself from the heavy pressure and responsibility. Finn believes that leaving town will help him avoid punishment and Steffi's anger, and try to find a new place to start a new life. However, this decision only increases the anxiety and insecurity in his mind. Although Finn tries to move away from everything, he is always filled with guilt and regret. He cannot forget Poppy and what happened, making every step he takes haunted by painful memories. When Finn leaves town, the question of his future is still full of unanswered questions. With the act of murder, Finn faces serious legal troubles. Although he may be able to hide temporarily, the truth about his crime will never be completely hidden. Law enforcement and those in Finn's life, including Steffi, will likely continue to track him down and bring him to justice. Steffi, who Finn knows will never forgive him, is in a state of grief and loss. She may face a difficult decision about whether to forgive or completely separate herself from Finn to protect herself and her family. Finn's relationships, including Bill, who has helped him in the past, may now be tested. Betrayal and distrust from those around him may leave Finn even more alone and without support. Despite his decision to leave, Finn will still have to deal with the memories and pain he caused. The journey of forgiveness and redemption becomes an inevitable part of his life, and Finn may begin an internal journey to confront his guilt and try to understand and accept what happened. However, this is not easy when every step is haunted by wrongdoings. A big part of Finn's journey is trying to find a way to apologize and make amends with Steffi. Although Steffi may never fully forgive, showing genuine remorse may be the first step towards Finn finding peace of mind. Finn's journey is not just about facing his past, but also a series of difficult challenges that he must overcome. Although Finn tries to hide, the pursuit of the law may make him never truly free from guilt. Investigations and police surveillance may force Finn to constantly change his residence and appearance, making his life difficult and unstable. People Finn once trusted and loved may now turn their backs on him, making him feel even more alone and abandoned. Betrayals from those close to him may add to Finn's pain and disappointment. The guilt and obsession with his actions can cause Finn to face serious psychological problems, such as anxiety, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder. This not only affects his mental health, but also affects every other aspect of Finn's life. In short, the bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal a dramatic and emotionally complex story about Finn Spencer, who was once a respected figure in the community, but is now pushed into the darkest situation of his life. From facing the truth about himself, broken relationships to brutal actions that completely change his life, Finn is now at a crossroads. The combination of psychological, legal, and emotional factors has created a complex picture that makes the audience unable to take their eyes off each next development. The question is whether Finn can find peace and atone for his mistakes, or will he be forever immersed in a spiral of guilt and loneliness? Surely the next parts of the film will continue to bring thrilling and surprising details, making the audience unable to stop thinking about the fate of their favorite characters.